It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Let's see the stat sheet here for Carmelo Anthony.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. They've got Draymond Green. Johnson is out there with Donovan Mitchell. Then it's Carmelo Anthony. And it's Wallace in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Trailblazers, Thompson out there with Davis. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Gervin in at small forward. Well, Grant, we've got a treat tonight. These are two of the best offenses in the league.
Yeah, B.A., you know, one thing they have in common, they make smart decisions with the ball. And, of course, they know how and when to attack. I think we'll get some high IQ hoops here tonight.
Now here's Anthony. Outside, Green. Hits the trifecta.
Well, if Green is taking quick shots like that, it speaks to how confident he is.
Towns, a screen on Johnson. Pass to Towns. The three. He drops it from range.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Now here's Anthony. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Anthony.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Thompson outside. There's Davis with the three. Another three for Portland.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Chauncey Billups. They'll be up against Donovan Mitchell tonight, and Coach is well aware of the challenges that he presents. He said Donovan's so good at changing speeds, it's hard to know when to send help. I'd rather be overly cautious in that regard, because if no help comes, then all of a sudden Mitchell is in his groove. Makes sense to me. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Pass to Mitchell. Outside Johnson. To the inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Here's Boozer. Right now averaging 6 a game. Towns, a screen on Anthony. Towns outside. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Johnson. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. On the wing, Anthony. A guy this team turns to often, averaging almost 24 a game. Throws it up high. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Mitchell. And that comes off the assist by Green.
Well, that is setting the tone. Perfect 5 for 5 to start this game.
Blazers trail by 5. And a contract extension for Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups after last season, Tim.
Well, 6 months after he became a Hall of Famer. What a run for him, and he is somebody you root for, a quality person and a basketball lifer.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And let's take a quick peek at the point guards who have been extremely disruptive defensively. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Towns passes to Davis. Here's Gervin. He's guarded by Anthony.
Minnesota foul, Carmelo Anthony.
It's his first trip to the line.
First team foul. At the line for Portland, George Gervin. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And you look at rookies coming in now versus decades past. Do they get more playing time right away nowadays, Tim?
I think it's fairly similar, BA, but I do think there's more scrutiny on these teams with these high picks, so they'll get an opportunity sooner rather than later. Back in the day, a lot of these guys stayed in school longer, so they may have been more NBA ready.
And so he hits both.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
Green with a screen on Davis. Pass to Green. Back to Anthony. Inside. Here's Johnson. And he banks in the layup. Johnson's got 6.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Here's Boozer. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in, and it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go.
Remains Portland ball.
Outside Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Thompson. Over Mitchell. That's good by Thompson. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Outside Johnson. Outside Green. Clock at 6. Anthony outside. The 3 ball. And it's Portland with a rebound. They're coming off a loss against Miami.
There obviously was a breakdown at the defensive end. They gave away too many clean looks.
Well, they say film doesn't lie. You could just imagine these guys watching this film. It's going to be an ugly sight for sure.
Here's Gervin. A reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Pass to Mitchell. Outside Johnson. Shoots over Davis. Boozer grabs the board. Blazers trail by 3. Thompson left side. Johnson against Davis. Over to the left wing. Towns for 3. Anthony grabs the board. Minnesota leading by 3. Well, Grant, the 2025 season was sort of a return to form for Karl-Anthony Towns.
Yeah, B.A. He just seemed more comfortable out there, right? Getting back to what his numbers used to look like and just playing with reckless abandon.
And Minnesota making a change here. Jones is checked in. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Scanning the floor. Pass to Davis. 6 to shoot. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Second team foul. At the line for 2, Baron Davis.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw is good. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They set the pick. Anthony outside. Fires in the triple.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Blazers trail by 5. Pass to Embry. Back to Davis. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Anthony. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 8 so far. Here's Embry. Here's Gervin. 9 points in his last outing. Davis finds Towns. Left block shot on the way. Shot blocked. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you so much. Donovan Mitchell can put up points, but he's sacrificing some of that to get his teammates going. He said, quote, "For me, it's about balancing, picking my spots, picking my games, empowering everybody. But sometimes I've got to go do what I'm paid to do." BA, back to you.
He can heat up in a hurry. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Here's Anthony. Portland making their last shot. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
Brown, he's checked in for Portland. That free throw is good for Mitchell.
On the very short list of franchise-level guards, Donovan Mitchell can take over a game with his scoring ability.
Now here's Thompson. No good that time. Good work defensively by Mitchell. Outside Johnson. Anthony outside. And it's rejected. Now here's Thompson. He had 25 points in his last game. Good work defensively by Mitchell.
Well, the defense challenged him just enough to force that miss. They really collapsed when he got close to the rim.
On the wing, Anthony. 15 in his last outing.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
We always talk about getting high percentage shots, and they are teaching a master class in that right now.
Now here's Thompson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Thompson's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
Outside Jones. The three. Towns with a rebound. Blazers trail by 8. Pass to Gervin, and out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. We see a ton of teams shooting more and more threes nowadays. Here are the best in that department. The fourth spot held by Minnesota.
Instead of just bombing away, they work hard to create good looks from beyond the arc.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Minnesota leading by 8. And here's Johnson. Turned in an outstanding game against Washington. It's good.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And Minnesota with possession here. Portland making their last shot. Johnson against Davis. Back to Mitchell. Fires the three. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Davis with it. A valuable part of their offense. Averaging a little more than 16 a game. Portis with a screen on Johnson. Davis, the pass to Embry. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Portland making a switch here. Brown's checked in. And the Timberwolves also making a change. And Anunoby's checked in. .136 left in the first. Mitchell, the pass to Jones. To the middle. Here's Johnson. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Portis with a screen on Mitchell. Davis down low. Checked by Mitchell. And that one drops for him. Davis has got 6.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Outside Anunoby. Pass to Johnson. Fades back. Tries again. And the layup is good.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Mitchell against Davis. Lets it go from deep. Up again.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
24 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Johnson. The baseline J is on the way, and the shot falls short that time. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's Minnesota up 8, and we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Well, that has to be intimidating. They're erasing easy looks, and they're changing perimeter shots as well.
We've got Davis, and it's Portis in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for the T-Wolves. They've led by as many as 11. Good ball movement here by Minnesota.
Trailblazers foul. Baron Davis. First personal foul. First team foul.
Anunoby passes to Mitchell. Westbrook outside. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Clock at 4. Second chance effort. And Westbrook lays it in. Westbrook's gotten his first bucket of the night.
You just don't see guards attack the glass like Westbrook does. I mean, he's a relentless rebounder.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Driving in. Embry. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Westbrook against Brown. Rejected by Brown. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. To the wing on the left. And the basket by Embry. Embry's got 4 points this quarter.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Mitchell, the pass to Westbrook, and he lobs it up to the rim. Portis with the steal. Here's Embry. Anunoby covering. And the basket by Embry. Now just a 4-point Minnesota lead.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim. And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. So both teams changing it up here.
Greg Oden at the line for one.
Well, every team is looking for wings who can defend multiple positions. Who's at the top of your list, Tim?
Yeah, I look at a guy like Lou Dort. Look at a guy like Jaden McDaniels. They've got length, a whole lot of 1-2, and they've got the ability to guard multiple positions.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Brown against Westbrook. For 3. Minnesota again missing. Blazers trail by 5. Pass to Davis. Got a piece of it. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Kicks it out to Westbrook. And here is Green. Checked by Davis. Shoots from 14. Boozer grabs the board. For Portland, they've gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Brown passes to Havlicek. Now Davis. Shot clock at 6.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Portland making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Anthony's checked in for the Timberwolves. OG Anunoby comes in for Jones. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Davis against Westbrook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Davis hits.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Westbrook, the pass to Anthony. To the paint. Now here's Green. Not a lot of room. Back to Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Now Davis. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Heat in Miami.
And he was so disruptive at the defensive end. 4 steals on the night.
Now here's Davis. And he gets it to go. Davis has got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Westbrook outside. Back to Anthony. Embry grabs a miss. Embry's got his 4th rebound in this one. Portland moving it around. Pass to Thompson. Lets it go from the wing. Embry. Great positioning on the putback.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
And here's Anthony. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Now here's Davis. 12 points for him. Here's Westbrook. Fires for 3. And Havlicek pulls it down.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
They set the pick. Pulls up at the elbow. It's rebounded by Minnesota. They've led by as many as 11. They defeated Washington in their last game.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
In a hostile environment like that, the bench energy can really make a difference for your starters.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Some changes here for the Timberwolves. Josh Hart comes in for Anunoby, and it's Johnson in for Donovan Mitchell. On defense, Minnesota. 6-point game, and Thompson gets it to go.
Nice sequence off the inbound. Ball movement and player movement creating the good look.
Pass to Anthony. Down low. Here's Green. Oh, look at Green getting his inside.
Yeah, when Green is looking to score, this is exactly the area he's most comfortable, right at the rim.
Boozer passes to Brown. Irvin with the bucket.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
The Timberwolves lead by 4. Outside Hart. Pass to Anthony. No good from the wing. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Here's Havlicek. Green covering. Back to Thompson. Here's Havlicek. 6 to shoot. Here's Boozer. Banked it in off the glass. Boozer's got his first points of the night. The Timberwolves have gotten 6 shots to fall out of 13 attempts here in the second. Anthony feeling it out a bit to the middle. Here's Green, and it doesn't fall for him. Made 2, missed 2 now. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Westbrook against Brown. Portland moving it around. Here's Havlicek. Still without a bucket.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Portland shooting 61% for the game, knocking him down. Pass to Brown. Now Thompson. Here's Gervin. Unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Johnson passes to Anthony. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Portland. Davis comes in for Brown. And then for Minnesota, Wallace comes in for Hart. And Mitchell subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Free throw drops for Anthony. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Towns finds Davis. Just 4 to shoot. Over Johnson. Anthony grabs the board.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Well, a lot of miles on those legs, but Green can still get up occasionally to flush it.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, B.A. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trailblazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Back to you guys.
A good strategy. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Now here's Johnson. 10 points for him. Outside Mitchell. Green with a screen on Thompson. Right at the free throw line. Buries the jump shot. And now it's a 7-point Minnesota lead.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Here's Davis. He's got 12. Towns a screen on Johnson. There's Davis with the 3. Davis missing again. Minnesota leading by 7. To the paint. Oh, they get a hand on it. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. Taking a look at Minnesota, in second now, but wanting to claim that top seed. And, of course, Portland, 5 spots from the top.
When I look at Portland, they're sort of where we expected them to be at this point. A tough opponent, but not a team that you fear.
And this is just about where I thought they'd be. The truth is, to get to the next level for this team, they're probably going to need to make a big trade at some point.
Now here's Towns. No good again that time.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Here's Green. He had 10 points in the win against Washington.
But he also had an impact as a facilitator, generating offense for others.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give him another possession at all.
Clock management is everything right here. Time and score are paramount.
Here's Gervin. Count it. Gervin's got 6. so it's Minnesota closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. More 2K action in just a moment.
Welcome to halftime, and after 2 quarters played, some ground to make up for the Portland Trail Blazers. And let's do something we never, ever, ever do, and that's go off topic.
What topic?
So we don't have a topic, Shaq?
Isn't that a topic? Being off topic?
Well, that was more no topic than off topic, but that's all the time we have for this topic, thankfully. All right, looking back now at that first half, we just saw some obstacles to overcome for the Portland Trail Blazers.
They've got to play with more force defensively, if you ask me. You got to make them feel you.
Yeah, touch them up if you have to. Right now, they're putting up no resistance.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. So for Minnesota right now, they've got Johnson. Anthony is out there with Green. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's Wallace in at the center position.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Green with a screen on Davis. Outside Johnson. Pass to Wallace. Clock at 6. Over Towns. Wallace misses. Blazers trail by 5. Out to the right wing. Back to Thompson. Here's Gervin. Towns, right side. Here's Boozer. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. They've led by as many as 11. Mitchell finds Green. Pass to Johnson. Back to Green. Let's go with a 3. Green able to hit from 3.
Yeah, he's a below-average shooter from distance, but when Green is connecting from out there, it really opens up the offense.
Here's Gervin. He's guarded by Anthony. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
First team foul. At the line for Portland, George Gervin. 1 foul.
And the free throw, no good. Tim, you graduated with an MBA from an elite business school. How has that impacted how you look at the NBA?
Well, it certainly gives you a look at how the business side of things are impacted in the NBA and a real grasp of the numbers. And man, oh man, are those numbers big at this level.
Here's Davis. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. The Timberwolves lead by 6. Anthony outside. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Davis with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Here's Gervin. He's got 12. Out to Thompson. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Green. Mitchell against Thompson. Now here's Johnson. To the inside. Here's Wallace. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Here are the NBA's premier passing teams, the league leaders in assists. The Timberwolves, number 1.
The beauty of this offense is that the ball never stops moving. If the shot isn't there, the next pass is made.
And Portland has possession, trailing by 8. Towns a screen on Mitchell. Towns outside. This one for 3. Portland again missing.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 10. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
Whatever they said at halftime, it is working. They look super confident out there.
Here's Green. Pass to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Excellent court vision there from Green. Someone who can see things develop before they actually happen.
Here's Gervin. He's got 12. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
And they have left the defense scrambling because they have found success in the paint, which has allowed them to play inside out.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Anthony outside. Back to Johnson. Stolen by Davis. Here's Gervin. He's guarded by Anthony. Gervin with the bucket.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
Now here's Johnson. 14 points for him.
And in the last 2 possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
Blazers trail by 8. Now here's Davis. He's got 12. Pass to Boozer. 4-3. Davis misses. The Timberwolves have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Anthony outside. Now here's Johnson. Check by Davis. Shot clock at 5. Here's Mitchell. Portland with a rebound. Here's Gervin. 16 points for him. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
George Gervin, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Good on both. The Timberwolves lead by 6. Outside Johnson. Outside for Green. And there's a pick. Pass to Wallace. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Thompson with it. Green picks him up. The ball's knocked loose. Counted. Gervin's got 20.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
Here's Johnson. Inside. Outside for Green. Now Mitchell, defended by Thompson. Pass to Davis. Here's Boozer. Here's Gervin. Give him 20. 6 on the shot clock. Ooh, solid defense from Anthony. The Timberwolves lead by 4. And here's Wallace. Covered by Towns.
There's no debate there. He got hammered.
First team foul.
Elbow. 2.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Portland.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
And something else that has stood out to me is the defense hasn't had any chance at stopping them in the mid-range.
That free throw no good. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time. Now Portland with it. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Davis goes in. Anthony against Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. From 20 feet. Wallace pulls it in. Wallace has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Mitchell. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Blazers trail by 4. Pass to Towns. The big man, Cat.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
In order to cut into a lead the way that they have, you must be outstanding on both ends.
Back to Johnson. From deep, Mitchell. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Down low. Here's Towns. Towns throws it down.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And now the big question, can they sustain the momentum?
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line for one, Karl-Anthony Towns.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
And at nearly 7 feet tall, you don't expect Towns to do some of the things he does, like drain threes and make savvy passes. But he's a modern big man.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
That's crazy for Trailblazers 15. Here they come, fans. That's crazy for Trailblazers 15. Here they come, fans.
Taking a look at the last 10 games, here are the players who have been flat out dominant scoring the ball and showing no signs of letting up anytime soon. Second, Carmelo Anthony.
He's been on an absolute tear offensively. He's found something that's working for him, and he's sticking to it.
And here's Johnson. He's got 14. Anthony up top. Shot clock at 6. To win the drought, Karl-Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Embry. Davis from long range. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Mitchell's got 4 rebounds now.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Here's Anthony. That one drops for him. Anthony's got 16 points now.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Towns outside. Back to Davis. Stolen by Jones. Outside Johnson. Pass to Mitchell from downtown. Portland with a rebound. Embry's got 6 rebounds in the game.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Here's Gervin. 20 points for him. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Minnesota has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Jones feels it out. Pass to Johnson. Out to Anthony. Lets the 3 fly. Just 5 on the clock. There's the 3. Karl-Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Davis with a screen on Jones. Oh, a 2-handed power slam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
It's dance time in Portland. Here are your Blazer dancers.
minute 31 left in the third. Westbrook, the pass to Jones. Ball stolen. Here's Embry. 15 points in the game. Davis, the pass to Gervin. Pass to Havlicek. Clock at 6. Over Jones. Havlicek's shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 3. Westbrook right side. And here's Mitchell. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Oden, good. Oden's got 7.
Over his career, Mitchell has developed his playmaking for others, a great skill to have.
Here's Gervin. Check by Mitchell. Here's Gervin. He's got 24. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. So both teams making some changes here. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the T-Wolves. Pass to Westbrook. Drives to the hoop. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
It's not luck that Westbrook has so many free throw attempts every year. I mean, I admire how fearless and aggressive he is.
Minnesota shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game.
Shooting 2.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead.
When I think of Westbrook, I think of one of the most intense players ever to play the game. A true competitor doing whatever it takes to will his team to a win.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. Here's Portland now. They're on a 17-6 run. Davis looking it over. Pass to Boozer. Over Green. Portland, no good that time either. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 1. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter started. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
What a find. These are the kind of plays we've come to expect from him.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more action in store for us. They've got Thompson, and it's Embry in at center. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. And Anthony slams it in.
We know Russ can do this. He's averaged double-digit assists numerous times in his career.
First team foul. Shooting from Minnesota, Carmelo Anthony at the line for 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Free throw drops for Anthony. And it's the Blazers with the ball. 6-point game. Here's Havlicek. Anunoby covering. Five on the clock. Here's Havlicek. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Outside, Green. Anthony outside. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Here's Havlicek. Will it go? Boozer. He's off on that one. Green with the defensive effort. Pass to Anunoby. Puts up a three. Gets the three ball to go. And now it's an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Well, this run has given them a bit of separation, but few leads in this league are safe.
Now here's Thompson. Right wing. Here's Havlicek. Anunoby covering. Second shot opportunity. Oh, nice shot by Havlicek.
Making the most of that possession. Unwilling to give up on the play.
Outside, Green. Anthony, left side. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Not this time. Thompson, a screen on Westbrook. Here's Brown. Anthony grabs the board. Anthony's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Jones. Three-pointer. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Havlicek. Anunoby covering. Here's Havlicek. Shoots over Anunoby. Havlicek's shot is off.
And he's a very good mid-range shooter, but the defense was all over him there, making that a very difficult shot.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green.
Those are the type of turnovers that kill you. Just an unforced error.
Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for Portland. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Wallace has checked in. Blazers trail by 12. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Pass to Thompson. Here's Boozer. Portland moving it around. Here's Havlicek. Over Anthony. Rebounded by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Anthony. Kicks it out to Westbrook. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Havlicek. Looking to get back on track. Kick out to Brown. Towns, a screen on Westbrook. Towns outside. From deep. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Wallace has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Anthony, the pass to Westbrook. Anthony in the post. Good on the shot. Anthony's got 11 in the second half. Here's Thompson. Pass to Havlicek. To the inside. Here's Boozer. Howard down after the assist. Led him to the lane.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Anthony outside. Back to Westbrook. Fires the 3. Boozer grabs the board. Blazers trail by 15. Havlicek passes to Thompson. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Westbrook's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Anthony. Portland with a rebound. On the wing, Thompson. Defended by Jones. Thompson with it. Count the basket.
He just needs more shots. He has to get more involved.
And here's Minnesota now. They're on an 18-6 run. And Chris Finch has called timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Mitchell's checked in for the Timberwolves. Johnson comes in for Jones. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. Anthony outside.
Trailblazers foul. Baron Davis. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Now Westbrook. 4 on the clock. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Now, you didn't expect Westbrook to back down, did you? I mean, he brings so much heart and hustle.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Russell Westbrook. One shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Westbrook. Blazers trail by 16. Pass to Havlicek. Now here's Towns. Here's Gervin. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Gervin's got 26.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
And that looked good. And he's got 28 now.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
Westbrook against Davis. Now here's Westbrook, guarded closely. Off the mark with a little step back Jay. And the Trailblazers shooting just 38% here in the fourth. Pass to Gervin. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Takes the three. Three ball, Donovan Mitchell.
Won this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
And Davis has got the ball here for Portland. Down by 15. Here's Gervin. Checked by Mitchell. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. On the wing, Mitchell. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Towns outside. Tries to save it. Thompson outside. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
Outside Johnson. Westbrook with a screen on Thompson. Johnson passes to Anthony. From 13, another one falls for Minnesota.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Now Now here's Davis. Here's Gervin. From 11 feet away. Oh, it misses.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
Westbrook outside. Now Johnson. Westbrook outside. Puts up the tray. Oh, no good. Blazers trail by 18. Here's the pick. Thompson! Oh, can't hit the jumper. And here's Westbrook.
2 minutes in the game.
Outside Anthony. He launches. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 assists in the game.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Here's Havlicek. And we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead.
Anthony misses.
He had the right idea going to the fadeaway, but the defender stayed right on it.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Timberwolves.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
Man, this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
And Minnesota with possession here after the basket by Portland. Here's Havlicek, and he slams it down. And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Mitchell outside. Johnson against Thompson. Mitchell outside. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Towns. So it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And we present the player of the game, Carmelo Anthony.